Okay. Sir, live icon acceptment. Okay, guys, I think I'm live now. Please do let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me, if everything is good. Then we'll start the session today. This will probably be for maybe 2.5 hours. That is the plan. I want to slowly keep increasing the duration of the sessions. It also depends on how many people are actually active and how many people are actually answering the questions. If many people are answering it, maybe we can extend it even further. Okay, I think everything is good. Hi Mukund, how are you? Hi Chanukya. Hi Aditya Joshi. I think everything is good. So we'll start the session. Please do like the stream. Please do share it with your friends. If more people join us, then we can continue solving these questions. I'll just wait for another couple of minutes and then I'll post the first question. I think around 50 people are active now. So let us start with the first question. Basically, the way this works is, I'll first show the question, and after showing the question, I'll wait for maybe around. I'll put the timer also. Maybe every question has around 2.5 minutes, and after the timer is over, I will start solving the question. When I'm solving the question, I'll explain if there is any important concept that is needed for that particular question. That is how I plan to teach also. If I feel that there is anything important in a particular question, I'll maybe spend more time on it. I plan to solve around 15 to 20 questions in this session, which will be for around 2 to 2.5 hours. We have 60 people who are live. Please do like the stream, guys. The first question should be on your screen now. This is the first question. Let me start the timer. This is the timer. And let me maybe increase the font. This, I think, is the question. So try to solve it. I'll be to the side so that people can actually read the question. अजित कुमार इज सेइंग लॉगरिथम का क्वेश्चन करो सर. आज लॉगरिथम का क्वेश्चन नहीं होंगे, आज तो सिर्फ अरिथमेटिक का क्वेश्चन है. तो हम टाइम स्पीड डिस्टेंस, टाइम एंड वर्क, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस ऐसे क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे. लॉगरिथम का कभी बाद में करूंगा. लॉगरिथम इंपॉर्टेंट है लेकिन अरिथमेटिक जितना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. Sandhya is saying, sir, questions only or little theory also? Mostly I'll be explaining theory as part of solving the questions. So when I'm if there's any lag in the video, please do let me know if there's a lag. Yes, I think Sanmitra Chatterjee got the right answer. Kuldeep also got the right answer. Samir Mishra is saying, sir, just scored 69-2. This was my 5th mock, sir. Need to improve drastically. I think in DLR, yeah, I think that's fine, man. Don't take too much pressure on yourself. 69 by itself is a good score. And if you can improve and get under, say, 20 marks in DLR, you would be scoring very, very well. Yes, many people got it correct. Okay, guys, let us solve this question. So let me first have some space. Yeah. So A and B have started a business and they shared the profit. And before sharing the profit, they gave themselves some salary also. B's salary is 16.67% of the total profit. And after that is given, A's salary is 16% of the remaining profit. Once that is done, we are told that A and B share the rest in the ratio of 1:2. A received a total of 11,000. Find the total profit of the year in thousands of rupees. So to solve these kind of questions, let us assume that the total profit of the year is 100p. Now we know that B's salary is 16.67% of the total profit. 16.67% is basically equal to 1 by 6. So the total profit is 100p divided by 6, which is the total salary of B is 100p divided by 6, which is equal to 50p by 3. Now, once that is done, what is A salary? Basically, we need to calculate what is remaining. So, remaining amount will be equal to 250p by 3. From this, we are told that A got 16% of the remaining profit. If A got 16% of the remaining profit, A's salary is equal to 16 by 100 into 250p by 3. This is, you can cancel I think 50, right? So this is 5 and this will be 2, right? Yeah, and this will be 8. So this is basically 40p by 3. This is the salary of A. This is B's salary. This is A's salary. So both of their salaries together will be 90p by 3, which is equal to 30p. So what is the profit that is remaining? The profit remaining the original profit was 100p. That's what we assumed, right? This is the original profit. Now both of their salaries, if you remove, we are removing 30p. So the remaining profit is 70p. This 70p is distributed between A and B in the ratio of 1:2. So A's share of this remaining profit will be equal to 70p into 1 divided by 1 plus 2, which is 1 by 3, which is equal to 70p by 3. This is A's share of the remaining profit. This is A's salary. So the total amount A takes will be 70p by 3 plus 40p by 3, which is 110p by 3. This we are told is equal to 11,000. This is given to us over here. The total money that A takes is 11,000. This would tell us that this is 100 or the value of P is 300. What is the total salary, the total profit? The total profit is 100p. We know that P is 300. So the total profit is 100p, which is 30,000. In this kind of a question, there are a couple of things that I want you to keep in mind. The first thing is, this is a long question. Reading this kind of a question in an examination will take you time. Now, realistically, reading it and understanding what exactly has been given in the exam pressure will take you time. This is not a short question, this is not a small question. So probably this will take you maybe 2.5 minutes or so to actually understand what the setup is. But once you understand the setup, solving it is very easy. There is no complexity in this particular question. So that is something that you have to keep in mind, that even though the question might seem long, it might be an easy question. And this is an easy question. Once you read it, you should be able to solve it. The second thing I want you to keep in mind is, this is a theta question, although in YouTube it doesn't matter. But in the theta question, you are told that we are asked to calculate or input the number in thousands of rupees. So here the answer should not be 30,000. The answer has to be 30. You have to write 30 here, not 30,000. If you actually write 30,000, it will be given wrong. So keep these kind of small things in mind, because you would have wasted a lot of time in solving this and still you would get it wrong if you put it as 30,000. Okay, let us try to figure out who are the guys who got it correct. A shout out to Kuldeep, Vikas Chaudhary, Sonima Dwivedi, Cheems, Gaurav and Vikas Chaudhary. These are the guys who actually got it correct last time. Vikas Chaudhary was saying, sir, I'm able to increase my DLR attempt and solve 2 sets completely and my accuracy is good. Very good, Vikas Chaudhary. Let us look at the next question. Let me know if you're able to see the blue color. If you're not able to see the blue color of what I'm actually writing, I'll change it to white. We are trying out something new with blue. So let us see if that is useful. And please guys, please do like the stream. It will help us reach more people. This is the second question. Let me increase the font also so that people can read it. This is the second question. Try to solve it. We have more than 100 people who are watching the stream live. Guys, please do like the stream. I don't want to do the profile reviews, guys. If I do the profile reviews, many people will be just asking me about the profile reviews. So that is something that I don't want to do today. Hi sir, sorry for interruption. Actually, I just started CAT prep yesterday and I'm preparing full time for 140 days are left. Could you please tell me if I'm too late for 90 percentile? Should I focus on next? See, don't worry about it, man. This kind of anxiety is something which is very common, but you have to notice that this anxiety will not help you. You have to focus on making the best use of the remaining time. So focus on practicing, focus on solving questions, focus on taking mocks, focus on whatever is in your hands. I would say 140 days is sufficient time to improve your percentile significantly. So definitely do what is in your hands. Don't worry about things which are not in your control. Question is not visible. Okay, man. Sorry. Hello sir, I'm going to enter college this year, okay? Can you please tell me how to score 99.99 percentile with 4 years prep? Also interview at the end of the part of the class. Okay, Madan, I'll tell you. Right now, I would tell you to focus on enjoying your college life. Don't worry about CAT right now. If you're in the first year of the college, try to do well in the college. Try to explore your BTech degree. Don't think of doing MBA, which is like very far away, right? So right now, focus on what you have to do, which is do well in the college. That is important. CAT is not a very difficult examination. If you prepare for 1.5 year, maybe 2 years, you should be doing quite well. So don't worry about CAT right now. Focus on doing well in your college and trying to get good grades there. Okay, I think this is over. Let me try to solve this. So in this question, we are told that there are some benches and some students in a classroom. Okay, let the number of benches be B. Again, guys, let me know in the chat if blue color is okay, if you're able to see it properly or not. If you're not able to see it, let us know in the chat. So benches we are assuming is B and number of students we are assuming is S. What we are told is that if one student sits on one bench, 10 students will be left without a bench. What does it mean? It means that if you are looking at benches like this is one bench, this is one bench, this is one bench, dot, 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 and there are all the benches. If one student is sitting on them, there will be 10 students who will be left here without a bench. So the value of the number of students is equal to the number of benches plus 10. But suppose 2 students are sitting on a bench, then 10 benches will be left with no students sitting on them. So again, let us assume that there are these benches 1, 2, 3, dot, 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 a lot of benches. If say 2 students are sitting, there will be 10 benches which will be left without any student on them, and this number of benches will be B minus 10. Here, if say 2 students are sitting in all of these benches, then these 10 benches will be left empty. So the second equation we are going to get is 2 times B minus 10 is equal to S. The first equation is S is equal to B plus 10. So we can input this. So this would imply that 2B minus 20 is equal to B plus 10. Or the value of B is equal to 30. So the value of S which is equal to b plus 10 will be equal to 40. What we are required to calculate is the ratio of students and benches in the classroom, which will be 4:3. So the answer for this question will be option D. Let me know if you have any doubts with respect to this question. Let me also give a shout out to the people who got this correct before going to the next question. The people who got this correct were Gaurav, Sanmitra Chatterjee, Ankita Phatak and Mukundaga. Very well done, guys. Let us now start the next question. Let the timer also start. The timer also has started. So yeah, I think this should be fine. Try to see if you can solve it. Sahil Ali saying, sir, I'm a repeater, not able to revise properly and I'm getting confused about what to do and how much. Because of it, I'm not able to perform efficiently. Okay. I know all the topics, but lacking strategy. Please advise. What I would tell you is for each one of them, you should have a strategy in mind. You should look at the important topics. You should know the important topics in Quant, which is arithmetic, algebra, geometry. You should know the common types of LRDS sets. One of the first ways or one of the good ways in which you'll get a idea of what are the important types of sets is by solving the previous year's papers of CAT. You can find the previous year's papers of CAT on the Cracku website. You can download the PDF completely for free, which I would really recommend you to do. And for verbal, I would say inculcate a habit of reading. These are things which might seem obvious and which might seem easy, but if you follow it and if you follow the process, you will find improvement in a few days. So give it time. Guys, we have more than 90 people who are watching the stream live. Please do like the stream so that we'll get access to more people. Harsh Rajput sir, the class is not happening on Cracku. This is a free session, man, on YouTube. I plan to do these kind of sessions every Saturday or every Sunday. Next week, I'm planning to do something on LRDA. We are just working on some technical features on that. Once it is ready, I plan to do an LRDA marathon next weekend. Harsh Yadav is saying, sir, what is your Leach's rating? Interesting question, man. I will give you my rating, but I would recommend, I'll see if anybody can actually figure out what is my Leach's rating. If you can figure it out, let me know. Otherwise, I'll let you know my Leach's rating maybe before the stream is over. Guys, we have more than 100 people who are watching the stream live. Please do like the stream. I'll give a shout out to the people who actually got this correct after explaining the question. We have 100 people who are watching, but not a lot of likes. So please do like the stream, guys. I want to get to at least 200 likes before the stream ends. Derek is saying, sir, is it too late for CAT prep now? How much time to study? See, it is never too late, man. You have to be optimistic. You should be motivated, and you should not look at it as just one destination. Okay, you should not look at it as if because I don't think that is how you would succeed. If you're just looking at one examination as this is the most important examination, or I have to succeed in this, I have to do well. That way of approaching the examination, I don't think is correct, because you'll feel stressed out as the exam keeps coming closer. The way I want you to look at it is, you should feel that, okay, I want to improve in this. I want to improve in my aptitude. I want to be able to solve these kind of questions quicker. I should be able to solve LRDS faster. I should know how to read better. So whatever are the skills that are needed, try to improve in those skills. And it is never too late to improve in those skills. Because once you improve in those skills, automatically you'll do well in the examination. If you're just looking at the examination as the be all and end all, you'll feel very stressed out. So don't look at it that way. Try to tell yourself that I should try to improve in these skills. What are the skills needed to do well in CAT? I want to improve in those skills. Okay, let us try to answer this question. Okay. Hussein is an athlete. While running, the number of calories burnt by him per kilometer is directly proportional to the square root of his speed in kilometers per hour. So the number of calories burnt per kilometer is directly proportional. So let us assume that it is some constant k into the square root of his speed. So if his speed is s, the number of calories burnt by him per kilometer will be k into square root of s. If he runs 10 kilometers at a constant speed of 25 kilometers per hour. So if the speed is 25 kilometers per hour and he runs 10 kilometers, the number of calories burnt is equal to 2400. So the total number of calories burnt is 2400. The total distance he has run is 10 kilometers. So the calories burnt per kilometer will be 240. So 240 is equal to k into square root of what is his speed? His speed is 25 kilometers per hour. So this is equal to 5k. This is 240. Or the value of k is equal to 48. Now if k is equal to 48, the calories burnt per kilometer will be 48 into square root of s. Now if he is running at a constant speed of 36 kilometers per hour and burnt 1800 calories, what is the distance run by him? We don't know the distance run by him. Let us assume that the distance run by him is, say, d kilometers. What is the calories burnt per kilometer? The speed is 36 kilometers per hour. So the calories burnt per kilometer is 48 into square root of 36, which is equal to 48 into 6. This is the calories burnt per kilometer. The total calories burnt is 1800 calories. So what is the total distance he has run? It will be 1800 divided by 48 into 6. This is equal to 300 divided by 48. You can divide the numerator and denominator with 12. This is equal to 25 divided by 4, which is equal to 6.25 kilometers. So the answer for this question is option B. Let me look at who are all the students who got this question correct. A lot of people actually got it correct. The names are, okay, Sanmita Chatterjee I think got it correct first. Shivoham also got it correct. Vishal Datta got it correct. Ace OP, okay, he also got it correct. Sir, can you do one tough question session specifically? Okay, I'll try to do it, Sanmita Chatterjee. Mukund Agay saying, is this the same way we solve petrol mileage question? I think it should be the same way, but basically in this kind of questions, the important thing is just writing this kind of the equation. If you get this equation correct, I think you should be able to solve it easily. Derek also got it correct. Ayush Bhumuvania got it correct. Nitin Chanukya got it correct. And Ashi Patidar also got it correct. Let us look at the next question. Guys, any feedback on the blue color, please do let me know. Also, please do let me know how many of you are actually following Cracku on Instagram. We have a very active channel on Instagram. It's called Cracku Exam. So please do look at it and please do follow it. Every day we are posting a lot of important posts, important memes, important reels also we are posting. It's actually pretty useful. So please do follow it. We have close to 43,000 followers on Instagram and we are looking to touch 50k as soon as possible. So please do like us. It will encourage us to post more important things and more useful things on Instagram. If you are following it, please do let me know that you are following it. This is the next question. Let me start the timer. This is an investment question. Yeah. We have more than 120 people who are watching the stream live. Guys, please do like the stream. Please share it with your friends. That will be helpful for us. We have 120 people, guys. Please do like the stream so that I want to get at least 200 likes before the stream ends. 200 likes is the target before the stream ends. We have 77 likes now. So we need 123 more likes. Ayush Bhuvani is saying just followed the Instagram page. Okay, thanks, man. I'm sure it will be very useful for you. Let me solve this question using yellow color. Okay, let me try to explain this question. I think the time for this is over. The ratio of the investments of two partners, P and Q, is 9:10. So if you're looking at the investment ratio of P and Q, there is P and there is Q. Investment the ratio is 9:10. So we'll assume that the investment of P is 9i, investment of Q is 10i. Ratio of their profits is 4:5. So here the profits is 4:5. So let us assume that the total profit of P is say 4a and Q is 5a. If P invested the money for 8 months, so this is the duration. P invested for 8 months. For how many months did Q invest his money? So in this kind of a question, the ratio of the profits is in the ratio of their investment into the duration. So suppose one guy, both of them invested the same amount of money, but one guy invested for 4 months and another guy invested for 8 months. The profit also is in the ratio of 1:2. Basically, the total profit is counted as you take the investment, multiply it with the duration, that will be his share of profits. For example, the share of profit of P is 9i into 8. Share of profit of Q, we don't know the duration. If you assume this to be D, it will be 10i into D. So the ratio of the profits will be 9i into 8, which is 72i, is to, this is 10i into D. This is equal to the ratio of their profits, which is 4:5. You can cancel I and I. So basically 72 divided by 10D is equal to 4/5. This is 2, this is 18, this is cancelled. So the value of D is 18/2, which is 9 months. So the answer for this question is option B. Let me give a shout out to the people who got this question correct. In the meantime, please do let me know if you prefer the blue color or the yellow color or the white color. Many people got this question correct. Tanmay Shah, Saurabh Nath, Derek, ASOP, Gaurav, Sonima Dwivedi, Mohit Kaushik, Rubal Yadav, Nitin Chanukya Gunam, Ankita Phatak, Shivoham, all of these guys got it correct. There are some questions that people asked, which is with respect to the strategy. I'll answer this after explaining the next question. Let us now look at the next question. And let me start the timer. Ashish Marhata is saying, sir, how was your reaction when you scored 100 percentile for the first time in CAT? I scored 100 for the first time in CAT 2019. At that time, I think once the response sheet was out, I knew that I was getting 100. So I was pretty surprised after the response sheet came because it was not expected by me. I didn't score 100 before that. But I knew that I did well. So it was not like a complete shock. I knew that I did well. I was expecting a number which is close to 100, but it was good to get 100. What is the level of dash cat as compared to average cat paper? I think the dash cats this year, we are trying to see and make them to be similar to the examination, that is CAT 2024. Guys, we have 130 people who are watching the stream live. Please do like the stream, guys. Let me see how many likes we actually got. We got 94 likes, so that's not bad at all. So we got 94 likes. We need 106 more likes because the target is 200 likes. So let us see if we can actually reach the target before the stream ends. Okay, the time is up, guys. Let us solve this question. A container was initially filled with milk, and then 8 liters of milk was drawn from it and replaced with water. So let us assume that the volume of the container is, say, V. 8 liters were replaced. If 8 liters were replaced, what does the percentage or the fraction of milk be? That will be V minus 8 divided by V. Now this process was repeated 3 more times. If this process is repeated 3 more times, what is the fraction of milk? It will be V minus 8 whole to the power 4. Why is that the case? Because if you have a container, suppose this contains milk, the ratio is, say, it is, say, completely filled with milk, and you are removing, suppose the volume is V, and you are removing A liters. You are removing A liters of the solution and you are again mixing it with water or something which is basically not milk. Then the first time, initially it was 100% milk. After you replace it for the first time, it becomes V minus A divided by V. If you do it again, the fraction becomes V minus A divided by V whole square. If you are doing it 3 times, it becomes V minus A whole cube, and basically it depends on the number of times it is done. That becomes the fraction of milk in the container. In this particular case, basically what we are told is this A which is being replaced is 8. And this has been done a total of 4 times. So the fraction of milk in the container is V minus 8 divided by V whole to the power 4. So we have milk and we have water. This ratio is given to us. This ratio we are told is 16:65. So if milk is, say, 16x, water is 65x. So the total volume will be 16x plus 65x, which is 81x. So what is the fraction of milk? The fraction of milk is 16 divided by 81. This is equal to V minus 8 divided by V whole to the power 4. Or V minus 8 divided by V is equal to 2 by 3. You can cross multiply. 3V minus 24 is equal to 2V. So the value of V, which is the volume, is 24 liters. This is the volume of the container, which will be option B. Let me give a shout out to the people. Again, let me know which color you would like. Do you like blue or yellow or red? I'm trying out all of these things because this is a new setup. I don't know which will actually work well. Chetan, Ashi Patidar, Gaurav, Derek, Ace OP, Ankita Phatak, all of these guys got it correct. Harsh Rajput, Vishal Datta, Mukund Daga, Vikas Chaudhary, Mohit Kaushik. All of these guys actually got it good, correct. So that's good to see. Let us look at the next question now. This is the next question. Let the timer start. Please do let me know which color you would prefer. Mukund Daga is saying, sir, seems like you're enjoying the new blackboard. Yeah, man, I like the new blackboard because it gives me some flexibility. I can walk around when I'm waiting for you guys to answer the question. So I would actually prefer this. It is easy to explain also, and I can also explain slowly. Okay, I think many people are saying blue or yellow, so I'll stick with blue for this time. Maybe next one I'm going to do all yellow. Yogesh Singh is saying, sir, if I start CAT preparation now, 8 to 10 hours daily, can I score good marks? So basically the way I look at it is, I don't think anybody can concentrate for 8 hours every day or 10 hours every day on a consistent basis. What I think is possible is try to work for say 4 hours or 6 hours every day, but do it consistently. I think that is sufficient for you to score well in the examination. How many likes did we get? Let me see. We have 130 people, I think 120 people. Okay, we crossed 100 likes, man. So good show. We crossed half of our target. We got 112 likes. We need just 88 more likes. That should be easily achievable, guys. Let us see. It's not a very difficult question. I hope you actually get it correct. I hope many people actually get it correct. Okay, the time is up. So let us try to solve this question. Raghav and Sejal have some cards with them. If Raghav gives 10 cards to Sejal, the ratio of the cards with Sejal to Raghav becomes 3:1. So let us assume that this is Raghav and this is Sejal. Let the number of cards with Raghav be R and let the number of cards with Sejal be S. Let us assume that this is the case at the start. Now if Raghav is giving 10 cards to Sejal, the number of cards with Raghav becomes R minus 10. And the number of cards with Sejal becomes S plus 10. Now this ratio we are told is 3:1. This would imply that S plus 10 divided by R minus 10 is equal to 3:1. You can cross multiply. S plus 10 will be equal to 3R minus 30. Or the value of S is equal to 3R minus 40. This is the first equation. What we are also told is that alternately, if Sejal gives half of her cards to Raghav, if Sejal is giving half of her cards to Raghav, Raghav is going to have R plus S by 2. And Sejal is going to have S by 2. This ratio is 5 by 2. That is R plus S by 2 divided by S by 2 is equal to 5 by 2. You can cross multiply. You are going to get 2R plus S is equal to 5S by 2. Or the value of 2R is equal to 3S by 2. Or the value of 4R is equal to 3S. Or the value of S is 4R by 3. You can substitute that in this equation. S is 3R minus 40. So 4R by 3 is equal to 3R minus 40. You can multiply both sides with 3. 4R is equal to 9R minus 120, or 5R is equal to 120. So the value of R is equal to 24. And therefore the value of S, which is 4R by 3, is equal to 32. So the sum of the total number of cards is 24 plus 32, which is equal to 56. So the answer for this question is option B, which is 56. Let me give a shout out to the students who got this correct. I think a lot of people got it correct. I think Sanmitra Chatterjee is getting these questions correct regularly, so that's nice. Ashi Patidar, okay. We have A. Sopi also got it correct. We also have Gaurav and Ankita Phatak. All of these guys got it correct. Well done, guys. Let us look at the next question. Many people are asking us about our next batch. Our next batch is the Arohan batch. It is starting tomorrow on Monday, that is on 14th of July. So the way the batch actually works is we will give every day a list of tasks that we want you to do. We'll give you a list of videos we want you to watch, a list of questions and tests that we want you to take. So the schedule is prepared keeping in mind that the time duration that is left is around 4.5 months. And we will be initially starting with the basics, but we'll also be ensuring that the syllabus is completed pretty quickly. Once that is done, we will be giving the day-wise schedules and we will be also doing the weekly revisions. Additionally, we have daily live classes. The daily live classes are from 8 to around 9 to 9:30 p.m. every day. It will be for around 1 to 1.5 hours every weekday from Monday to Friday. And I take the classes every Monday. So every Monday at 8 p.m. I teach. Mostly I'll be teaching either Quant or LRDA. And Saili teaches on Tuesday. Every Tuesday she will be there from 8 to 9:30 p.m. This I think is a very good chance for you to start your preparation in full swing, because like many of you mentioned, there is 4.5 months that are left. Try to make the best use of it. I think this course is designed in a very structured manner so as to not overwhelm you. Also to remove any confusion that you might have about what to read when. So all of that confusion will be removed and we are trying to provide as much clarity as we can with respect to your preparation. So if you have any doubts about it, you can call this number. This is the support number, which is 6303 323 9042. Let us look at the next question. Again, let us start the timer. We'll be having 8 minutes. Ashish Marathai Singh, sir, a small doubt yesterday. Salim posted a video that you should try to write the summary in RC. What's your take on that? Do you do the same? Actually, it works for different people. It works for her. I don't write the summary, but I think my concentration skills are pretty good with respect to comprehension. So I just read the article, but I know that once I finish the article, I know what is the important parts of each passage. So when I'm looking at, I read an article or I read a passage only once. But when I read the passage, I kind of know what is the importance of each paragraph. What is the author trying to convey in the first paragraph, in the second paragraph, in the third paragraph. I can get that done when I read it once. So when I'm looking at the questions, I go back to that part of the paragraph. I read the paragraph again just to be sure that I am not missing out on anything, and then I answer the question. So basically, because I think my comprehension skills are good and my reading speed is good, I don't need to do it. I think Saili's idea of writing down the summary is for students who are really struggling with RCs, where they feel I'm not improving, I'm trying to do a lot of things, I'm not improving, what should I do? For those kind of people, I think writing down summary will always help. Venkat Sanjay Singh, sir, I have enrolled for Cracku course. How do I watch this from there and answer from there? We have not enabled the Cracku live right now. There were some issues, technical issues, where earlier we used to have this directly shown in the Cracku website. Right now we are not doing it for a few days. Right now it is available only on YouTube. You can't mark it anywhere. Earlier, we used to ask people to go to cracku.in/live and answer there. But these marathon sessions, we are keeping it only for YouTube. Okay, the time is up, guys. Let us solve this question. So there are 8 natural numbers, okay, with the sum being 289, okay, out of which only one is odd. So there are 7 even numbers and one odd number. If the average of the 4 highest numbers exceeds the average of the 4 lowest numbers by 46.25, okay, find the highest possible average of the lowest and the highest numbers. Also, no 3 of the numbers can be equal. Okay, interesting question. Let us assume that the 8 numbers are like this, and let us assume that they are arranged in ascending order. So basically, this is less than, this is less than or equal to, this is less than or equal to, this is less than or equal to, dot 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 till the end. These are the 8 numbers. Let us assume that the average of the first 4 is say A1 and average of the last 4 is say A2. What is given to us is that A2 minus A1 is 46.25. What is the sum of these 4 numbers? In terms of average, the sum of the 4 numbers is 4 times the average, because there are 4 numbers. Average is sum divided by 4. So if you assume that the sum of these 4 numbers is say S2 and the sum of these 4 numbers is say S1, then S2 minus S1 is equal to 46.25 into 4, which is equal to 185. And the sum is given to us. The sum of these 4 numbers is S2, the sum of these 4 numbers is S1, the sum of all the 8 numbers is 289. So S2 plus S1 is 289. Using this, we can calculate the value of S2 and we can calculate the value of S1. If you subtract one from the other, S1 is equal to 289 minus 185 divided by 2, which is equal to, you will get it as 52. And the value of S2 will be equal to 289 minus 52, which is 237. So basically, we have 8 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 4 smaller numbers, and 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the 4 larger numbers. The sum of these 4 numbers is 52. The sum of these 4 numbers is 237. We are also told that only one of them is odd. So basically what we know is that the odd number is over here, because the sum is 237, which is an odd number. What we are required to calculate is find the highest possible average of the highest and the lowest numbers. So we want the sum of this number plus this number to be as high as possible. That is what we are required to do. For that to happen, we want this number to be as high as possible and we want this number to be as high as possible. The sum of these 4 numbers is 52. So what we'll do is, we'll make, what is 52 divided by 4? 52 divided by 4 is 13. So we'll make this number to be 12, this to be 12, and this to be 14, and this to be 14. Because all of these numbers have to be even. The odd number is there in the last 4, all of them have to be even. This number cannot be 14. Because if the smallest number is 14, the sum of the 4 numbers will be at least 56. We want it to be 52, so we'll make 2 numbers to be 12 and 2 numbers to be 14. Because again, we can't have 3 numbers to be the same. Now let us look at the last 4. We want this number to be as high as possible. So we'll make the 3 numbers here to be low. If you want it to be low, because this number is already 14, we'll make this to be 15. We can have only one odd number, so we'll make that as 15, and this to be 16 and this to be 16. If any number of odd numbers are possible, then probably I would have made this to be 15 and this also to be 15. But only one odd number is possible, so it will be 15, 16 and 16, and whatever is the rest will come over here. The sum of these 4 numbers has to be 237. The sum of these 3 numbers is 15, 16 and 16 is 47. 15 plus 16 plus 16 is equal to 47. What is 237 minus 47? That is 190. So the maximum possible value of the last number is 190. Maximum possible value of the first number is 12. So the highest possible average of those two together will be 202 divided by 2, which is equal to 101. So the answer for this question is option C. Let me look at how many people actually got it correct. This is not an easy question. This is a slightly tough question. So let me see how many of you actually got it correct. I think very few people actually got it correct. Interesting. The correct answer is 101 for this. let us look at the next question. We have more than 100 people who are watching the stream live, guys. Mukundaga sir, are these questions made by you or CAT previous year's papers? I think it is a mix of all of them. There are some which are from CAT previous year's papers, some from ZAT previous year's papers, some of them are made by us. So a list of a wide variety of them are there. How many likes did we get, guys? We have 110 people who are watching the stream live. We got, I think, 120 likes. We have 119 like, guys. The number of likes has slowed down. Please do like the stream. We have 119 likes. Our target is 200 likes. So we need 81 more likes. Okay, guys, the time is up. So the average of a batsman who played a certain number of matches, innings is 48 before playing his last match. So let us assume that the number of matches, total number of matches he played before his last match is n. This is the number of matches he played before the last match, and after that he played the last match. So the total number of matches he played will be n plus 1. He played n games before his last match and he played his last match. The average is 48. So if the average is 48, what is the total before his last match? Total runs he scored before his last match will be 48n. Then in the last match he scored 103. This would imply that the total runs he scored is 48n plus 103. This is the total number of runs he scored including the last match. And then his average becomes a prime number which is less than 60. His average was 48 before this match. Then it becomes a prime which is less than 60. On the last match he scored 103. He scored 103 which is greater than his average. So his average would increase. Now his average would increase. So it was 48 earlier. Now it is more than 48. But it is less than 60 and it is a prime number. So what are the prime numbers which are greater than 48 and less than 60? There are only two prime numbers. It is either 53 or 59. Now 48n plus 103 is, in the first case, 53, which is his new average, into n plus 1. Because he played n games before the last match and he played the last match. Now his average is 53. So you can solve this. You are going to get 48n plus 103 is equal to 53n plus 53. Or the value of 5n will be equal to 50, or the value of n is 10. So if the prime number is 53, the total number of matches he would play, the value of n is 10, the total number of matches he would play is n plus 1, so this will be 11. What will happen if his new average is 59? So in that case, the total runs he scored before the last match is 48n. In the last match, he scored 103. So the total number of matches he played is n plus 1 now, and his average is 59. You can solve this equation. You are going to get 48n plus 103 is equal to 59n plus 59. So this would mean that 11n is equal to 44, or the value of n is equal to 4. So if the new average is 59, the total number of matches he played before the last game is 4. So the total number of matches he played is n plus 1, which will be equal to 5. So the sum of all the possible number of matches he played will be 11 plus 5, which is equal to 16. So the answer for this question is 16. Let me give a shout out to the people who got this correct. Many people, I think, got it correct. ASOP, Harshraj, Gaurav, Sahil, Ali, Vikas Chaudhary, Krishna Goyal, Vishal Datta, all of these guys got it correct. Very well done. Sonima Dwivedi also got it correct. Let us look at the next question. Shivam saying, sir, should it be 18 because one extra match also last he played? We assumed that the number of matches he played before the last one is n. So the total number of matches he played is n plus 1. In the first case, n is 10, and in the second case, n is 4. So in the first case, total number of matches he played is 11, and in the second case, the total number of matches he played is 5. 11 plus 5 is 16. In this question, we are told that the ratio of the radii of two pipes, pipe X and pipe Y, attached to tank A and tank B respectively is 4:3. So let us assume that we have a tank X here. Now this is pipe X, which is attached to tank A, and this is pipe X, and this is tank B, and we have pipe Y attached to it. The ratio of the radii is 4:3. The volume of tank A and volume of tank B are in the ratio of 5:12. Okay, so we can assume that the volume of A is 5V, the volume of B is 12V. They are in the ratio of 5:12. The ratio of the water flowing through them is equal to the ratio of the square of the radii. The ratio of the radii is 4:3. So ratio of water flow will be in the square of the ratio of the radii, which is 16:9. So let us assume that per unit time, that is, let us assume that in one day, the volume from pipe A is equal to 16x. So the volume from pipe B will be equal to 9x. This is the amount of water that flows in one day. It is 16x and 9x, and it takes pipe X 5 days to fill the tank. So what is the volume of the tank? A is filling 16x water in one day. It takes it 5 days. So the total volume of tank A is equal to 16x into 5, which is equal to 80x. This 80x is equal to 5V, or the value of V is equal to 16x. So what is the total volume of B? It is 12 times V, which is equal to 12 into 16x, which is equal to 192x. That is the volume of tank B. And per day, the amount of water that is filled into tank B by pipe is 9x. So the number of days it takes is 192x divided by 9x days, which is equal to 64/3, which is equal to 21/3 days. So the answer for this question is option B. Let me give a shout out to the people who got this question correct. We have Visesh, Ace OP, Sonima Dwivedi, Mukund Daga, Shrestha Anurag, Vikas Chaudhary, Tushar Trivani, Sahil Taneja, Krishna Goyal and Sahil Taneja. Very well done, guys. Let us look at the next question. The next one is a shout out to the Cracku daily targets. Let me know if you guys take the Cracku daily targets. Who takes the Cracku daily targets? Please do let me know in the chat. You can also tell me what is your longest streak. In Cracku daily targets, we have every day we give one test. In Quant, it will have around 5 questions. This is given daily from Monday to Friday. It has one test in verbal. Most likely it will be an RC. If it is not an RC, I think it will have some verbal questions. But mostly it is RC, and we have one LRDA. We have this Cracku daily targets every day, that is daily from Monday to Friday. And they're taken every day by thousands of people. After the CAT results are over, I interview a lot of people. And when I interview them, I always ask them what is the one feature about Cracku that help you a lot. And they give us many things. Some people say that, okay, the concept videos were very good, the mocks were very good. Some people say the revision videos they liked. Many people give different things. But one thing that they always mention, if they're mentioning 3 things, that okay, videos help, mocks help, sectionals help, etc. But one thing that everybody mentions is the Cracku daily targets. Many students told me that the Cracku daily targets help them inculcate a sense of discipline. It is likely that when you're working very hard, even if you are working very consistently, sometimes something or the other will come up where you are not able to study for a particular day. Something happens, you are at work and you are given a lot of work. One day you are coming late and you don't work or you don't study. That can easily go into say 2 or 3 days. And after that, when the work is over, when you have free time, you feel guilt. You feel that, okay, I wasted or I didn't prepare for the last 3-4 days. And that guilt will ensure that you don't, you have developed a sense of inertia. Then you can't really take your book and start preparing again. But the thing about Cracku daily targets is they will take you just around 15 to 20 minutes to do it. And even if you're very busy, you should be able to take out 10 to 15 minutes out of your busy schedule on a busy day to actually solve the Cracku daily targets. And then on the next day, you will feel much less guilt. You will feel that yes, I was very busy on that day, but still I took the time out to solve this one test in say Quant or one test in verbal or one test in LRDA. And to recognize the importance of consistency and to reward it, we give a free Cracku t-shirt. For students who have taken the Cracku daily targets for 50 days, 50 consecutive days if you are doing it, and you have a 50-day streak, we give a Cracku shirt. What is the reason we give the Cracku shirt? Because I believe that you will feel confident of your own hard work. If you are wearing that Cracku shirt on the day of the examination, you are reminding yourself that I earned this shirt. This was not a shirt that was given to me for free. I earned this shirt. I did the Cracku daily targets for 50 consecutive days. I put in that effort. That is a way in which we are giving positive reinforcement to yourself. You will feel that, okay, things were tough. There were many busy days in the middle, but I ensure that I did not break the streak. That is the reason we are giving the Cracku shirt, and hundreds of people actually get that shirt. It fills me with a lot of satisfaction to see that there are a lot of students who are working very hard and they're working consistently. So if you have not taken the Cracku daily targets, please do check it out. It is going to be very helpful for you. You will feel very thankful after the exam is over. Let me look at the next question now. Let me start the timer. I'll just come back after drinking some water. Okay, let me answer this question, guys. There is a mother along with her two sons. She is interested with the task of cooking biryani for a family get together. Okay, it takes 30 minutes for all three of them cooking together to complete 50% of the task. So if all three of them are working together for 1 hour, no, they would be able to finish the task. Why is that the case? Because if they're working together for 30 minutes, they're completing 50% of the task or half of the task. So if all three of them are working for 1 full hour, the task will be finished. Let us assume that the amount of work the mother does in 1 hour is M. There are two sons. Let us assume that this is the elder son who is S1 and there is a younger son who is S2. So if the mother does M units of work per hour, the son does S1 units of work and the second son does S2 units of work. In 1 hour, the amount of work done by them is M plus S1 plus S2. This is equal to the total work that needs to be done because they are able to finish the biryani in 1 hour. So this will be equal to 1. If you assume that the total work that needs to be done to finish the biryani is 1, M plus S1 plus S2 is the total work. The cooking can also be completed if the two sons start working together and the elder son leaves after 1 hour and the younger son cooks for a further 3 hours. So the cooking will be done if the sons work for 1 hour, S1 plus S2, and the younger son works for 3 more hours. So S1 plus S2 plus 3S2 is also equal to the total work. Both of this has to be the same. If you equate both of them, you are going to get that M plus S1 plus S2 is equal to S1 plus, this is 4S2. You can cancel this 2. So the value of M is equal to 3S2. So whatever work the younger son is able to do, the mother is doing 3 times as much work. So what is the total work that needs to be done? The total work that needs to be done is M plus S1 plus S2, which is equal to S1 plus 4S2. This is the total work that needs to be done. We are told that the mother takes 1 hour less than the elder son to complete the cooking. This is the total work that needs to be done. How many units of work does the mother do in 1 hour? It is M, which is equal to 3S2. So total hours taken by the mother is equal to finish the cooking alone, S1 plus 4S2 divided by 3S2. Similarly, the total hours taken by the elder son is equal to S1 plus 4S2 divided by S1. What we are told is that the total time taken by the mother is 1 hour less than the total time taken by the elder son. So this would imply that S1 plus 4S2 divided by 3S2 is equal to S1 plus 4S2 divided by S1 minus 1, or S1 plus 4S2 divided by 3S2 is equal to 4S2 divided by S1. We can cross multiply now. We are going to get S1 square plus 4S1 S2 is equal to 12S2 square, or S1 square plus 4S1 S2 minus 12S2 square is equal to 0. So now this is, you can factorize this. This will be S1 square plus 6S1 S2 minus 2S1 S2 minus 12S2 square is equal to 0. You can factorize this and you are going to get S1 plus 6S2 into S1 minus 2S2 is equal to 0. So essentially the equation is that S1 is equal to 2S2. This would imply that, just remembering what we discussed earlier, the mother does 3 times the work done by the younger son. The elder son does 2 times the work done by the younger son. And then we have the younger son who will do S2 units of work per hour. What is the total work that needs to be done? The total work that is done, which takes 1 hour to finish, is M plus S1 plus S2, which will be 3S2 plus 2S2 plus S2. So total work that needs to be done is equal to 6S2. Mother does 3S2 work in 1 hour. So in 1 hour, she will be doing 50% of the total work. Now this is a lengthy question. The correct answer is option B, which is 50%. Let me see how many people actually got this correct. Let me look at the chat. This is a little confusing, man. Yeah. Ayush Bhuvani Singh, sir, will this video be available on YouTube later? Yes, that is the plan. We plan to make it available on YouTube. Sahil Taneja, Sonima Dwivedi, Karan Korhali, Vikas Chaudhary, all of these guys got it correct. Khushbu also got it correct. Vishal Datta also got it correct. Well done, guys. Let us look at the next question. And let me start the timer. Let me also see how many likes we got. We have close to 100 people are watching the stream live. We have 138 likes. So we have 138 likes. Target for today, like we mentioned earlier, is 200 likes. So we need just another 62 likes. Please do like this time, guys. I just need another 62 likes. Rubal Yadav saying, sir, is there any trick for this question? This is very lengthy. Can it be solved through ratio and efficiency? I think you can solve it. Basically, the way I would look at it is, if you understand the concept, you should be able to get this question quickly in the examination. You might not get it very quickly, but you should not take a lot of time to solve it. What I emphasize more on is understanding the concepts clearly. Once you understand the concepts clearly, I think in the examination you should be able to get it correct. Jashan J Singh, sir, in mocks 40 to 50 marks, but in analysis unlimited time I can able to score 90 to 100 marks. I think then what is important is when people are able to get the questions correct after the time is over, you need to improve your speed, and you will improve your speed if you solve more questions on your own. I think if you're able to get the questions afterwards, you are just not getting it in the time. I think your concepts are more or less okay, but you need to improve your speed. And the only way to improve your speed is by solving more and more questions regularly. Yasir Arafat is saying, sir, Dashcard 7 answers, when will it be available? I think they'll. Okay, I think it is working now, guys. Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. Video has stopped. I think it should work now. Yeah, I think it's working. Sorry guys, there was some issue earlier. So please like, guys, because a lot of people have left. So I want people to come back. If people don't come back, I lose motivation to teach. I know it is not great, but so please do like and please do share with your friends so that more people can come back. In the meantime, I'll try to explain this question. An escalator is moving from bottom to top. Okay, it takes 12 seconds for Chetan to reach the top by climbing 36 steps. So let us assume that this is how the escalator is. Now it takes 12 seconds to reach the top by climbing 36 steps. So how many steps is Chetan climbing per second? Chetan is climbing, he climbs 36 steps in 12 seconds. So he is climbing 3 steps per second. And if you assume that the speed of the escalator is, say, e steps per second, what is the total number of steps in the escalator? In 12 seconds, this will do 12e, and Chetan walks 36 steps. So this is the total number of steps in the escalator. The total number of steps is 12e plus 36. Now, speed of the escalator reduced by 1 step per second. So now the speed of the escalator is e minus 1. Chetan's speed gets tripled. Chetan normally is walking at 3 steps per second. Now he is walking at 9 steps per second. And then it takes him 6 seconds to reach the top. So this would imply that this multiplied by 6 should also equal the total steps. So 12e plus 36 is equal to 9 into 6 is 54 plus 6e minus 6. You can simplify it. This is 18, this is 12. So 6e is equal to 12, or the value of e, the speed of the escalator, is 2 steps per second. So what is the total number of steps on the escalator? That will be 12e plus 36. E is equal to 2. So 12 into 2 plus 36, which is 60 steps. This would imply that the escalator is like this. It has 60 steps. It is going up at 2 steps per second. And this guy is coming down at 3 steps per second. So effectively, he is coming down at only 1 step per second, because he is coming down at 3 steps and the escalator is going up at 2 steps. There are 60 steps in total, so the total time he takes is 60 seconds. So the answer for this question is option D, which is 60 seconds. Let me see how many people actually got it correct, and also let me see how many people are actually back in the stream, because we had some technical issue earlier. We have again 80 people who are watching the stream live. Thanks guys for coming back. Please do like it so that more people can join us. Let me see how many people got this question correct. We have Shreya, Pratik, Krishna Goel, Somirji Bhattacharya. All of these guys got it correct. Let us look at the next question. Let me start the timer. Anish Bhai is saying, sir, I'm able to solve most questions in daily targets and study room with 100% accuracy. But when it comes to mock, I'm only scoring 100 to 110. My accuracy is good, want to maximize score. I think first of all, you're doing extremely well. If you're scoring 110 in mocks, that score is an excellent score. Try to just keep solving more and more questions. Then I think you'll start finding it even better. So solve more and more questions, focus on solving. Then your speed will improve and you should be able to score more. Also try to see if you're attempting all the questions. If you're already on the very high end of 110 and you are not attempting an RC, that is where you can capitalize. So try to increase your attempt rate also, both in quant as well as verbal. Okay, I think the time is up. Let us try to answer this question. In this question, we are told that there is one guy who is wearing a hat and he is riding a bike at 20 kilometers per hour. So let us assume that this is the guy, he is going like this. Suppose this is where he meets the monkey. Monkey steals his hat and goes in the opposite direction. We don't know the speed of the monkey. Let the speed of the monkey be s kilometers per hour. Now, after the man traveled for 5 kilometers, so this is where the monkey stole the hat. He travels for 5 kilometers and then he realizes that the monkey has stolen his hat. How much time has elapsed since the monkey stole his hat? He traveled 5 kilometers, his speed is 20 kilometers per hour. So the time it has taken is 1/4 of an hour. In that 1/4 of an hour, the monkey would have reached over here. If you assume that the speed of the monkey is s kilometers, in 1/4 hour, it would have traveled s by 4 kilometers. So at this point, this is where the man is and this is where the monkey is. The distance between both of them is s by 4 plus 5. This distance After he has realized, the man starts going in the direction of the monkey at 20 kilometers per hour. The monkey continues to run at s kilometers per hour. So the relative speed is now 20 minus s. And how much time does the man take to reach the monkey? The total time it has elapsed is 1.5 hours. But 15 minutes he actually spent without realizing that his hat was missing. So the time that he has actually spent on the chase is 3 by 2 minus 1 by 4, which is equal to 5 by 4 hours. So this is equal to 5 by 4. We can cross multiply. We are going to get 20 plus s is equal to 100 minus 5s, or the value of 80 is equal to 6s, or the value of s is equal to 40 by 3 kilometers per hour. What is 40 by 3? That is 13 1 by 3 kilometers per hour. Let me see who are the students who got this correct. I think this is not a difficult question. I expect a lot of students to get it correct. Gayatri Dash, Yes, Vikas Chaudhary, Siddhu Vempati, Krishna Goyal, Gaurav, Prati Gupta, Yash and Shiboham. All of these guys got it correct. Let us look at the next one. But before we look at the next one, let me talk about some of the resources that Cracku gives for free. Many people ask me, okay, what are the free resources that Cracku gives? I want to tell you that these are the good free resources that I want you to definitely check it out. We are giving 3 mocks in the latest pattern. Most of them are in the pattern of CAT 2024. And these free mocks are taken by thousands of students. All the mocks have video solutions. We have not put it here, but all of these free mocks have detailed video solutions. In addition to it, we are also giving the previous year's papers of CAT 2024, 2023, all of them are given. And you can take these mocks also in exam format. So suppose you haven't taken a earlier CAT and you want to test yourself, you want to see how you would have done on that day. Then you can just click on it and take it as an exam pattern over here. Sometimes you don't want to take a test, you just want to go through the questions. Then you can download the PDF completely for free. And these PDFs are very well designed in the sense that when you are looking at the PDF and you want to know the solution, we are given the text solution in the PDF itself. But we also have video solutions on YouTube. So if you want the video solution of that particular question, there is a button beside every question. So if you just click on that button, you will be redirected to the video solution. So this I think is a very efficient way of going through all the previous year's papers. In addition to it, I would also recommend you to check out the 100 quant question series, which is there on YouTube. Every year I release 100 quant questions where I want to discuss good questions of CAT level difficulty, and I discuss all the different types of topics. I discuss arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and I give a list of questions with good video solutions, and they are watched by lakhs of students. If you are just preparing for CAT, I would definitely recommend you to just search for Cracku 100 quant questions on YouTube, or you can find the playlist for them on our channel. Go through them whenever you have time. They'll be very, very useful for you. If you're a beginner or if you're a fresher who are not sure how to prepare, I would recommend you to check out the CAT revision videos. These are the revision videos that Saili has made. I think Quant has two videos. One of them I think is 2.5 hours, other one is for say 2 hours. Overall in that 4.5 hours, the entire portion of Quant is covered. So at the end of those 4.5 hours, you'll feel like, okay, now I have known all the important concepts. What I need to do now is practice, practice, practice. There is also one video for verbal and one video for LRDI in that particular series. Overall, there are 4 videos and they are watched by lakhs of people. These I think are very good resources. There is a playlist for the CAT revision videos. You can check it out. There is a playlist for the 100 quant question videos. In addition to the 100 quant questions, there is also a 25 LRDI set videos that I release every year. So this is one playlist, the 25 LRDI set. The 100 quant questions is another playlist. Both of them are watched by lakhs of people and they will definitely help you quite a lot. Definitely do check out those playlists. We'll try to post the links of those playlists in the pinned comment of this video. Let me now look at the next question. And let me start the timer. Guys, we have 70 people who are watching the stream. We have 158 likes. We are coming so close to our target, guys. 158 likes. The target for today is just 200 likes. So if you know any friend of yours who's preparing for CAT, please do send him this video. Try to get that friend to like the video. There are only 24 more likes that are needed. If you have just joined the stream, please do like the stream. It will help us quite a lot. This is a very useful question. I will explain the concept of this question also after the time for solving this question is over. Okay, I think the time is up for this. Let us solve this. But before I explain this question, suppose there is a circular track and suppose there are two people. Let us assume that they are A and B. Let the ratio of their speeds be also A is to B, and let the ratio of the speeds in the smallest possible format be A is to B. That is, there is no common term between A and B. That is, if the speeds are say 6 and 4, the ratio we are expressing them as 3 is to 2, not as 6 is to 4. In that particular case, if both of them are going in the same direction, the number of points at which they meet is A minus B. If they are going in opposite directions, the number of points at which they meet is A plus B. What does this mean? I'll give you an example. Suppose the speeds are 10 and 5. What is the ratio of their speeds? The ratio of their speeds is 10 is to 5. When expressed in the lowest common form, that will be 2 is to 1. So if they are going in the same direction, they will meet at only 1 point. If they are going in opposite directions, they will be meeting in 3 points. This concept is important to solve this kind of a question, because now we are told that there are 3 people. We have A, B and C. They are going in a circle. They start at the same point. The speeds are A is 6 meters per second. Okay, I don't know what's happening. A is 6 meters per second. B is 12 meters per second. And C is 18 meters per second. Now A and C run in the same direction. So the ratio of the speeds of A is to C is 1 is to 3. A and C are going in this direction and B is going in the opposite direction. Okay. Now, if they all meet after 3.5 seconds. So what is important over here is trying to figure out what are the points of intersection of A, B and C. Now we have A and C, the ratio is 1 is to 3, so they will meet at 2 points. What are the 2 points? This will be 1 point and this will be 1 point. If you are looking at B and C, the ratio of the speeds of B and C is 2 is to 3, because the speeds are 12 and 18. They're going in opposite directions. If they're going in opposite directions, the number of points at which they meet will be 5 points. What are those 5 points? This will be 1, this is 72 degrees, 144 degrees, 260 degrees and 288 degrees. Because the angle around a point is 360 degrees. And if you have a circle like this, if this is one point, the next point will be over here, which is 72 degrees from the start. Then you will meet again over here. This will be 144, this will be 216, and this will be 288. So these will be the 5 points. This is where B and C will meet. If you're looking at only A and C, we have already done that. If you're looking only at A and B, the ratio of their speeds is 1:2. Are they going in the same direction or are they going in opposite directions? They are going in opposite directions. So they would meet at 3 points. What are those 3 points? This is 1 point, this will be another point, and this will be another point. Because again, you have a circle here. You have to divide this into 3 parts. If you are dividing it into 3 parts, you will get 120 degrees as the angle of each part. So this will be 120, this will be the second point. This will be 120, this will be the third point, this also will be 120. Now you can divide it off. So the only point which is common is this point, that is the point at the start. And how much time does it take? It takes them 3.5 minutes to meet after they start at the same point. So this would imply that this is the circle. All of them started over here. This is A, B and C. Now by the time A speed is 6, B speed is 12 and C speed is 18. Now by the time A finishes one round, B would finish 2 rounds because the speed of B is twice that of A. C would finish 3 rounds and again all of them would meet over here. A has taken how much time to finish one round? A has taken 3.5 minutes. So therefore the circumference will be 3.5 minutes is 210 seconds into the speed of A, which is 6, which is equal to 1260. This is the distance that A has covered, which will be the circumference of the circle. What is important over here is getting an understanding of if people are going in opposite directions, the number of points at which they meet will be the sum of the ratio. If they're going in the same direction, the number of points at which they meet will be the difference of the ratios. Another thing that you should remember is whatever is the point of intersection, if there are 5 or 6 or whatever, the starting point will always be one of the points of intersection. That also is an important concept that you have to look at. So suppose you are told that there are 5 places at which they meet. Then this will be one, 360 divided by 5 is 72 degrees, this will be another, this will be another, this will be another, and this will be another. Suppose they are meeting at 6 points. This will be the first point. The second point will be 60 degrees to the right of it, then 120 degrees to the right of it, and so on. Getting an understanding of where they meet is the important thing that you should know while answering these kind of questions. Let me give a shout out to the people who actually got it correct. The people who got this question correct, many people got it correct, very good to see. Sahil Taneja, Krishna Goyal, Sonima Dwivedi, Rubal Yadav, Saksham Kaushik, Karan Kolhalli, and Devesh Vijay. Okay, Yassir Arafat is saying, sir, could you please answer my question? It was missed due to lag. I scored only 20 marks in Dash Cat 1, feeling a bit devastated. How should I go about it? What I would tell you is split the 20 marks into different sections and ensure that you set targets for each section. It should not happen that after the entire mock, after the 3 sections, you are getting 20 marks. If you get yourself a target of say 15 marks in each of them, that I think would be a better way to approach it. For example, to get 15 marks in Quant, you will have to get 5 questions correct. That is sufficient. If you're not sure of the accuracy, you should tell yourself that I'll attempt 7 questions and I'll get at least 5 or 6 of them correct. And you have 40 minutes for it. So for every question, you have more than 5 minutes. The important thing is selecting the right questions. And you have to focus on topics like say arithmetic, algebra and geometry to do well in Quant. Similarly, you should set a target of 15 marks in LRDI. That would just imply that you have to get say 1 set correct. If you get 1 set correct and it has 5 questions, you are done. In RC, in verbal, you will need to get say 1 RC correct and maybe some verbal questions correct. That should be sufficient. So set smaller targets, set targets for individual sections and try to approach it that way. We have 80 people who are watching the stream, guys. We have 164 likes. We need just 36 more likes. Just 36 more likes needed. If you know any CAT aspirant or any group of CAT aspirants, please do post the link of this video so that I can get to 200 likes. All of us will feel very happy once the target is achieved. Okay. Akash is traveling by his bike from Hyderabad to Pune, okay, such that he plans to reach Pune by 8 a.m. After some time, he realizes that his current speed would only cover 2/3 of the distance to Pune. So he increases his speed by 75% and reaches the destination on time. What fraction of the total distance did he travel at his initial speed? So if you assume that there are two parts of this journey, the first part he traveled at a speed of s, let the time taken be t1. The second part he traveled at 1.75 s, let the time taken be t2. So the total distance between Hyderabad and Pune would be equal to st1 plus 1.75 st2. Suppose he was traveling at s for the entire time, that is t1 plus t2. The total distance he would have traveled is s into t1 plus t2. This we are told would be just 2/3 of the original distance. So if he traveled at s for the entire time, he would have only traveled 2/3 into st1 plus 1.75 st2. You can cross multiply this. You can first cancel s. So 3t1 plus 3t2 is equal to 2t1 plus 7 by 2 t2. Or the value of t1 is equal to t2 by 2, or the value of t2 is equal to 2t1. So this would imply that t2 is 2t1. Therefore, the total distance is, first part he traveled at st1. This is the total distance. The second one is he traveled 1.75 s. This is the speed, and he traveled for a duration of 2t1. So this is 3.5 st1. So the total distance he traveled is 4.5 st1. The first part of the journey is st1. So the required fraction is st1 divided by 4.5 st1, which is 2 by 9. So the correct answer for this is option A. We solved this kind of a question very recently. So I was hoping that many of you will actually get it correct, because I explained a very similar question recently. Let me see how many people got it correct. Okay, many people have gotten it correct. Sonima Dwivedi, Devesh Vijay, Vikas Chaudhary, Sahil Tareja, Karan Korhalli, Neeraj, Saksham, all of you guys have actually gotten it correct. Very good to see, man. Anish Bhai saying, sir, for increasing the attempt rate in quant section, should we allow time for particular question like 90 to 120 seconds, or attempt the question rounds according to our topics of strength. I don't recommend you to go through the rounds multiple times because that wastes a lot of time. What I set myself is a ruthless time period because I want to attempt all the questions. I roughly have 2 minutes per question. And if I'm spending say 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, my target internally is 3 minutes. If I feel that one question I haven't solved in 3 minutes, I ignore it, I go to the next one. Even if I made some progress, even if I feel that, okay, just 1-2 steps away, I'm going to get the question, I won't do it. I'll just go to the next one because I feel that that is better than getting stuck in a question and not wasting a lot of time. Because many times when I make significant progress in a question, when I come back to the question after I finish looking at all the questions, when I come back, I solve that question very quickly. So even if I feel that, okay, I made so much progress, I know that this progress will be useful. It won't happen that I have to solve the question again from scratch. Once you know the setup, once you know what exactly is going on in the question, and you make some progress, when you attempt it after 10-15 minutes, you will get it very quickly. At least that is the case for me. So I'm super ruthless about not wasting any time or wasting a lot of time on any particular question. That is my strategy and it works well for me. That is why I would recommend you to also follow something similar to it, where you can set a time period for yourself, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes, whatever might be the case. If you feel that you made progress but you wasted a lot of time, stop there, go to the next question. Because it is very easy for you to not know and waste a lot of time on one particular question. Okay guys, that time is up. Let us try to solve this question. In this question, we are told that there is a man who is rowing a boat upstream. He crosses a leaf floating in the water. So let us assume that this is the water, this is the stream. There is one guy and this is where say he crosses it. He travels upstream for X hours. Let the speed of the man be m, that is the speed of the boat, and let the speed of the stream be equal to b. At this point, the man is going this way and the stream is going this way. So the speed upstream is equal to m minus b. And the speed downstream, when he is going along with the stream, the speed will be m plus b. Initially for X hours, the guy will go upstream. So this distance will be X into m minus b. And in those X hours, the leaf will go X into b. This is where the man is. This distance is X into m minus b. This distance is X into b. So the distance between the man and the leaf at this point, the overall distance is X into m minus b plus X into b, which is equal to X into m. This is the distance between the man and the leaf. Now he turns around, he makes a U-turn and he starts following the leaf. When he is following the leaf at this point, the leaf is over here, the man is over here. Like we discussed, this distance is X into m. The man is going to come downstream. His speed downstream, we know what is the speed of the man downstream. This is m plus b over here. So when he is coming downstream, he is coming at m plus b. The leaf is going along with the stream at a speed of b. So the distance or the relative speed between them is m. This would imply that the time it would take for the man to reach the leaf is X into m divided by m, which we are told is equal to y. So you can cancel both of them and the value of x is equal to the value of y, or the ratio of x and y is 1:1, which is option A. Let me see how many people got this correct. Vishal Datta, Tanmay Shah, Devesh, Vijay, Krishna Goyal, Soumyadeep Bhattacharya, and Gaurav. Guys, we do have a Reddit, a subreddit, because many times I see that a lot of students are active on Reddit. And a lot of people also ask me, sir, I have a lot of questions I want to ask you. Okay, I want to get in touch with you. What is the best way to do it? Now, I do these YouTube lives every weekend. I also teach for the Cracku students every Monday at 8 p.m. But if you want to get in touch with me, I think the best way in which you can do it is the Cracku subreddit. You can go to Cat Study Room. This is that subreddit. If you're part of it, then please do let me know in the chat that you're part of it. But if you're not part of it, you can definitely follow it. You can join it. I do many of the profile reviews. We do profile review streams on our Instagram. I also do Ask Me Anythings of profile reviews on the Cat Study Room. I do it at least once or twice, once every week or once in 2 weeks. So for example, I do this kind of a thing pretty regularly. So if you have any doubts with respect to your profile, you can either follow us on the Cat Study Room, which is that subreddit, or you can follow us on Instagram. I do the Instagram also profile reviews every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So if you want to get in touch with me, I would say either follow us on our Instagram page or you can follow the Cat Study Room subreddit. Now guys, for the last 2 questions, I'll show you both the questions and I want you to answer them and comment below the video, comment below the stream what you think is the correct answer. I'll show the question, I'll pause for some time and I'll show you the next question. There are 2 questions remaining. I think 3 questions remaining. So I want you to look at all the 3 questions and let me know what the answers for the 3 questions will be. If you get all the 3 questions correct, we'll pin your comment for some time. Whoever gets it correct first. This is the first question. This is the second question. It is slightly lengthy, but I think it should be okay. Don't worry if you're not able to solve this question. After the stream ends, you can go back, you can rewind and you can solve the questions. I'm looking at the 16th, 17th and 18th question. 16th question I already showed. This is the 17th question and this is the 18th question. I want you to look at all the 3 questions and whatever you think is the answer for these questions, please do comment. Anybody who gets all the 3 questions correct, I will pin their comment for some time. This is the 18th question. I'll show you the 17th and the 16th question also once. This is the 17th question. You can pause it when you're trying to solve it. And this is the 16th question. This is the 16th, 17th and 18th questions. These are the 3 questions I'm looking at. 16, this is 17 and this is 18. Okay guys, thanks a lot for joining today. I'll be doing this stream again next weekend. We will let you know the details. So till then, please do subscribe to this channel and please do like this stream.